And welcome to day 8. I believe it's day 8, right? Welcome to day 8. We are making things happen. Fresh new look. Got ourselves finally a haircut for the new year. All right, look good, feel good, show up good, act good, do good. All right. I don't know. But we're coming at you with one of my favorite videos, one of my favorite topics, right? I've been hinting at this for a little bit, so we're actually doing it. Today's video and today's quote to kick it off is: a failure to plan is a plan to fail. A failure to plan is a plan to fail. You're coming in here with new goals, reinventing yourself, right? Trying to show up as a new person, trying to be the example, trying to lead the way in your life, in your career, in your business, in your house, whatever it might be. If we do not create a plan to make this happen, how we are going to get there, what it's going to look like, what we need to do every single day to get us there. Do we need to work out 30 minutes a day, an hour a day? Do we need to work out 3 times a week? 5 times a week? Do we need to work on our business for one day or for 7 days a week to make it a reality? What do we need to do in order to be able to get to our goals? Again, planning is just part of it, right? But it's the execution that is the most important. But the problem is, most people do not plan out their days, do not plan out their lives, and most importantly, do not have a proactive approach to planning out their year. Okay, so one of the first things, right? We know planning can lead to productivity, right? We know that planning could help us stay aligned with our goals. We know that planning could help us get better at decision making. Or maybe you don't know these things, but I'm going to walk you through them. Okay, the most important thing that I want to go ahead and emphasize on before I even jump into those details is the idea of reducing stress. I strongly believe that people can reduce so much stress and start off their day so much better, right? With so much more clarity if they would just plan on waking up 15 to 30 minutes earlier, right? The ideal morning for most people is, hey, I need to be in work at 9 o'clock. So they go ahead, they set their alarm for, say 8:15, 8:30. Maybe they don't need to leave till 8:45, 8:40, right? So they set their alarm, snooze, 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 snooze. The moment they get up, it's not because it's them getting up, it's them saying, if I don't get up right now, then I'm going to be late and I'm going to lose my job, right? They're not getting up saying, oh, I want to get out of bed. They're saying to themselves, hey, it's either I get up or it's I lose my job, right? So that's not a mental discipline. That's not mental toughness. They are getting up at the very last moment before they need to, or else they'll be late. So when they get up, they're rushing to brush their teeth. They're rushing to get some food. They're rushing to maybe pack a lunch, or maybe they don't have time to pack a lunch. They're rushing to get their outfit out for their day, right? The end story of that is they're rushing. And now, how do you think they're going to be when they hit every single red light going to work? How do you think they're going to be when there's a day that there's an accident or there's traffic or there's road work and they're being held back? Right? They're not going to be feeling positive. They're going to be feeling this burning, anxious feeling inside, worrying about, oh my gosh, late again. Oh my gosh, here I go again. It's again starting off your day from a place of stress, right? And that's going to carry in and affect the rest of your day. So just by you planning to say, hey, I want to have a year where I prioritize me. Prioritize waking up 15 to 30 minutes early. You don't need to have 10 habits that you do in that 30 minutes, but you could literally wake up and be able to think about the type of day you want to have. Think about being able to start your day sitting at your table, having a coffee, staring out your window, staring at a wall, reading a book, whatever the hell you want to do, but it's for you. It's for you to start your day. Maybe you write some gratitude. Maybe you write out a grocery list so you could go shopping after work. But the main factor of this is when you do this, when you plan, when you prioritize just 15 minutes, 30 minutes to start off your day, right, without rushing around. Think of the difference that you're going to be able to lead into, right? Think of the different type of day that you're going to have. All right, so that's the main factor of being able to reduce stress. When we be able to plan, that's just 15 minutes. But imagine you planning out your whole day. Imagine you planning out your weekend. Imagine you planning out your life and being able to know, damn, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm headed. Because if you do not plan, again, it's a plan to fail, right? If you do not fail, a failure to plan is a plan to fail. Okay, so if we do not plan, then you're going to allow distractions to come up. You're going to allow things to get placed into your schedule that you're not planning for, right? So if we plan, now we're able to understand our journey. It helps us stay aligned with our goals. It helps us be able to say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Anything outside of this, if it's not priority, if it's not urgent, if it's not an emergency, I'm going to say no to it. I'm not going to do it. It doesn't help me. It doesn't make me feel better. It doesn't, lead me to where I want to go. Okay. One of the other best things that goes along with planning, right? I always have my planner here. Okay. So with this, and I showed you that a little bit in one of the other videos, is boosted productivity, right? Daily planning helps you prioritize tasks, right? Which is going to help you reduce procrastination, and it's going to keep you focused, or us focused, on what actually matters. Okay. So when we can plan out our day, we're creating a blueprint, right? You're creating a blueprint of how you want to live your life. And the coolest thing about that is your schedule is yours, right? So if you saw some guru say that, hey, this is the best morning routine, and you start it and you do it for a week and you're like, this just doesn't feel right, doesn't give me energy, doesn't make me feel like I'm learning, it's not stuff I want to be doing, you know what happens? You get rid of it, right? It's not the morning routine that's perfect. It's the morning routine that you follow that is perfect, right? If you don't like doing a cold, plunge to start off your day, maybe you do meditation. If you don't like doing meditation right now, maybe you'll get to it in 6 months. Maybe you'll want to challenge yourself with a cold shower, with a cold plunge. Then maybe you just do some gratitude, right? But being able to have that schedule, being able to have that routine is going to help you focus again on what matters, and it's going to boost your productivity. All right. It's also going to lead to some better decision making, right? Because now you're becoming intentional with your time allocation, which is going to be able to help us foster improved decision making habits, right? Contributing to your overall success. All right, you start to understand where you're going in your life, what needs to get done. So now when you have a decision in front of you, you know, hey, let's go here for dinner because they have healthier food options. Hey, let's go here for dinner because it's got a beautiful view. It's going to be great for my mindset. I don't know, right? But also when we look at tasks, we say, okay, hey, stare at email for 30 minutes or get back to 3 people that I know I need to get back to, right? That one's probably better, right? Hey, work on one set task or get distracted by 40 notifications going off. Probably the one task that's going to move you forward the most. Maybe it's a project you're working on. Maybe it's a business you're launching. Maybe it's better for you to literally step away and go for a walk because if you don't, you're just sitting there doing nothing anyway. Okay? But one of the big factors in that is when we start to really grow within our schedule, when we start to really grow within everything that we're doing, we start to create a more fulfilling life balance, right? A good flow of our time. We start to realize, hey, you know what? I want to put more time towards my relationship. I want to put more time towards learning a new skill. What do I need to do in my career? What do I need to do in my business to allow me to do this? Do I have to get a different job? Do I have to work remote? Do I have to launch a side hustle? Do I have to make more money? What does that look like? All right. And that leads us into our reflection question. We're talking about planning, so that's absolutely our reflection question. What the hell is your plan for tomorrow? I want you to go ahead and list your top 3 priorities. Okay, when you have those top 3 priorities, hopefully this video is one of them. When are you going to watch this video tomorrow? Are you going to watch it first thing in the morning? Are you going to prioritize it before you go to work? Are you going to watch it while you're on lunch? Are you going to watch it when you get home? Are you going to set a reminder to go off at 7:15, when you drop your kids off for a sport, or maybe put them in for bed, whatever, right? What are you going to do to prioritize, but to make sure that you show up for that thing? Okay, again, the reflection question: what is your plan for tomorrow? All right, I hope that this is a priority for you, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys maybe missed a day just because you had a chaotic day pop up. Again, if you do not plan, a whole lot more of chaotic days, stress-filled days are heading your way. Stay proactive, keep growing, and most importantly from this video, find a way to plan out your days. We'll talk in more detail about this, but get yourself a planner. Get yourself a Notion board. Get yourself a notebook. Get yourself a Google Calendar, whichever way is easiest for you right now, and let's start going. A sticky note, a note card, a notebook. Doesn't need to be fancy, just start implementing it.